Hey guys, Heike Yates here with the Pursue Your Spark podcast. Have you had one of those days that started out great and then the end of the day it really sucked? I just had one of those days. I went up to New Jersey and checked in my hotel room. I was there for meetings the next day and checked in. I took a little nap and the weather was just fantastic, so I ended up going for a run. So I ran along the water and enjoying my run. I changed direction, went to the next town over, and I was holding my phone in my hand just to see. I was going to find the location where the meeting was. That was the truth. And as I'm running, I'm looking at my phone and don't pay attention to the road. And I fell. And I fell really hard. I got up right away because I was really startled from the fall. And I looked at myself. My phone was completely busted, which really made me angry. Then I looked at myself and blood was trickling down my face. My knee was completely bloody. My elbow was all messed up. And I just stood there, dazed, not sure what I should do next. So I decided I'm just gonna take my shirt, wipe my blood off. I was more angry about my phone than I was about the fall. As a runner or a triathlete, you do fall, and bottom line is you just suck it up. But it turned this beautiful day in a not so great day. I found the place, and along the way, I was running along again. I was not seriously injured, but I was running along and people saw me because I was so, you call it a road rash? I had a road rash on my face, on my elbow, and on my knee, so blood was trickling down. And people were super kind, and they offered me baby wipes. And somebody offered me a glass of wine from the porch as I was running by, but I was like, no, I got this. And it just turned into this day that I was just like, oh, why? I will look awful. And I came back to the hotel, and thank God they had a ton of Band-Aids. I robbed their whole first aid kit with all the Band-Aids. They got me ice. And so I had a pretty big shiner on my eye, and by now it's black and blue, but thanks to makeup you can't quite see that. But it turned my perfect day into a not so good day. So if you have you had a day like that? I'm sure you've had a day like this where everything was great and then it turned into crap. So what do you do when this happens to you? You can either go back and say, okay, it's just a crappy day, I hate it, and feel really awful about yourself, or you do three things, or one of three things, or all of them. Number one, you dust yourself off and you keep going. That's what I did. I sat there, and it was my own fault because I know better as to look on my phone and run as opposed to running, stopping, looking at my phone, keep going. I knew better, but we all make this mistake. So I was not going to beat me up, and I just dusted myself off and kept going and went back to my hotel. Number two, in my case, I was offered help, which was so kind. I didn't expect it, especially not the glass of wine, but ask for help. So after I went to the hotel, I said, hey, is there a drugstore close by where I can get some Band-Aids and some maybe Benadryl or other ointments? And they were schlepped these big first aid box and said, here, woman, take whatever you need. And I was so glad I asked them for help and not try to struggle through it, try to hide it, that my day wasn't going so great anymore. But they were willing to help me. It was amazing. And number three, it happens to all of us. We all have a crappy day or a part of a crappy day. But I want to encourage you not to let this crappy day drag you down and make the rest of your day, your evening, and even the next day feel bad that, in my case, I looked at the phone. I could have beaten myself up over that now I needed a new phone, and so an extra expense, and I had no Band-Aid, but I said, you know what? It happened. There's nothing I can do about it, but learning the lesson that I've learned about dusting yourself up and keep going, or try again. Ask for help. And third, don't beat yourself up. So if something happens to you that turns your day crappy, remember those 3 steps. If you like more tips and strategies to help you stay positive and find solutions for obstacles in your way, go to heikeyates.com. That is heikeyates.com. I'll see you soon. Ciao.